for the record, please.
Stel Bailey, Port St. John, and your Titusville Police Department knows where I live because they went outside of their jurisdiction to come to my house in an effort of a fishing expedition. I stand before you today not just to speak to this council, but to speak to the people of this city. The hardworking men and women who deserve a government that works for them, not against them. For too long, we've watched those in power abuse their authority, officers caught trafficking drugs, using excessive force, violating constitutional rights, and yet, where's the accountability? A police chief illegally interferes in elections, silence. Nothing, not one question about it. A state attorney's office goes after political opponents while real criminals walk free. Citizens are harassed for illegally carrying a firearm. Meanwhile, those who expose government corruption, they're threatened, stalked, and even have law enforcement show up at their homes. Even fake accounts made by city affiliates on social media to harass them. This is not just mismanagement, this is a government protecting itself instead of the people. The Constitution guarantees our rights, the right to speak out, the right to bear arms, the right to hold our government accountable. But when leaders start picking and choosing who gets rights and who doesn't, we have a serious problem. This is not about politics, it's about right and wrong. It's about demanding government that protects its people equally. No favoritism, no corruption, no abuse of power. And let's be clear, this corruption continues because leadership allows it. Instead of fixing the problem, they cover it up. Instead of holding bad actors accountable, they let them resign quietly and reward them with new contracts. This isn't leadership, it's complicity. But here's what they don't seem to understand. People see what is happening. People are paying attention. Titusville, you have a choice. Accept this as the status quo or demand better. Stand by while government works for itself, or stand up and make it work for the people again. Because when government stops serving the people, it stops being government. And when corruption goes unchecked, it only grows. Want to be clear. This is about principle. It's about ensuring that men and women in uniform who do the job with honor aren't dragged down by those who don't. It's about making sure government serves the people, not the other way around.
Thank you.